Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, I am Psychic Bella Love. You can book your own personal private reading with me on my website, psychicbellalove.com. New customers can use coupon code NEW, all in caps, to get extra money off. Also, you can join my Patreon. That's where we have exclusive content that never gets uploaded to YouTube. That is also the only place where I take reading requests on celebrities. I do not do any type of requested videos on YouTube. And we talk about anything and everything over there. Trust me, it's good and it is worth your money. Also, you can follow my backup channel as well as my Instagram. All that information will be down below. Sorry for the angle. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe. My stand and light broke, so we are doing the best we can. I have no control over the angle right now. So I just had about a quick 15-20 minutes before I have to go get my kid from school in between my readings, and I wanted to sit down and talk about Zayn and Gigi. So I had already started shuffling the cards and was doing this reading, and my phone toppled over and stopped recording. So we are starting again, but I'm just going to shuffle the cards one more time, but I'm not going to do the whole prayer over them because I already did that. So Spirit, what can you tell us about the current situation going on between Zayn, Malik, and Gigi, Hadid? Thank you. And if you guys missed it, I previously did a reading on their relationship, and I said that it was very toxic, and a lot of people got mad at me and told me I was lying. And now what's happened? They've gotten into this situation, and it's coming out that they, you know, have always had a toxic connection or relationship. I know there's other things that have come out about Yolanda. I will go into that on Patreon because, trust me, I will get in trouble talking about that on YouTube, and it's a lot deeper than people think on the surface. So that will be up on my Patreon this weekend if you would like to join to see the rest of that. And if you watched my Will and Jada video, I did a part 2 on Patreon, and Tupac joined us and ended up telling us a lot of stuff beyond anything about Jada, so that was great. And I only do celebrity mediumship videos on Patreon now, as well as that is the only place where I do any sort of requests. Okay. Zayn really thought that him and Gigi having the baby, living together, all of that, he was actually planning on proposing. He thought, you know, like maybe, because it feels like after a long period of them not doing great, they were in a really good place recently. And then all of a sudden, she, from his perspective, started acting differently. And he felt like the rug got pulled out from under him. And, you know, it was all good just a week ago, and now you're acting like you can't stand me and you want to get rid of me. So he actually feels like this is something that Gigi and her mom planned and had in place, because Gigi wanted to end the relationship, but obviously since there was a baby in the picture, and obviously, you know, reports have come out that he said he'll do whatever it takes to, you know, stay in his daughter's life and protect her and keep her safe and happy, you know, no matter what's going on in his relationship. He feels like, oh, Gigi knew I wouldn't just let her walk out the door and take my kid and, you know, make me have to jump through hoops for the rest of my life to see my kid and raise her on her and her mom's terms. And so he feels like they conspired to set him up. Okay. And he really didn't see this coming. He's really devastated right now, is the first thing that Spirit really wanted us to know, because not only is he brokenhearted, obviously, about things not working out with him and Gigi, and just the way that he feels like he feels like you could have dealt with this any other way. I don't like the way that you handled it. I don't like the way you've been acting towards me. You're acting like I'm your enemy and not somebody that went through all these ups and downs with me over the years and has this history, and we have a kid together. And on top of it, obviously, his daughter is a huge concern to him now. And he is worried, you know, that what happened is going to be used against him. And it's going to affect his ability to parent or see his kid or whatever. And so he's having a really hard time with all of this. And he just can't believe the way that things have gone. So let's see what Spirit has to say about how Gigi is feeling about things. But Zayn really feels like Gigi just decided that she didn't want to be with him anymore, and she was plotting all along now. I mean, I can understand, because, I mean, you guys, we all know when we've had a breakup, and especially if you feel like that person suddenly changed, and 1 week they were being good to me, and all of a sudden the next week they couldn't stand my ass. And then after the fact, you know, maybe they cheated or something. Even if they didn't, you know, our brain is always going to be like, what happened? What happened? What happened? And we start becoming suspicious and paranoid and trying to connect the dots in our head ourselves and being like, well, maybe it was this and maybe that one time that. So he's in that stage. All right, let's see. Spirit, tell me from Gigi's perspective what she's going through. Her intentions energy right there. Thank you. I feel bad for Zayn because, you know, I know that he deals with a lot of anxiety issues and depression and things like that anyway. So I definitely feel like, you know, this is something that's not helpful. I will say this, you know, that little girl has two parents who very, very much love her. Regardless of however they feel about each other and how they behave, both of her parents definitely do love that little girl to death. Gigi still has hopes in the back of her head that somehow they can work things out. She started feeling like, you know, things had changed on Zayn's end. She was worried that he was cheating. She felt like he wasn't giving her the same amount of attention. And even though, you know, from his side where it was like, well, we were doing great, and then all of a sudden, you know, she started acting up. Gigi's side of it is, I just got so tired of all of the back and forth that I couldn't trust the up moments anymore, that I'm exhausted, that I felt like I have no other choice but to walk away, and either we come back together and start again and everything works out, or it doesn't. And was she sort of preparing for leaving him? Yes, but she thought it was, you know, more of an ultimatum kind of a situation. Her mom decided to involve herself, and now Gigi feels like she's stuck in a tower card moment. And all she can think of or worry about at this moment, because everybody is in her ear, is that she needs to protect her daughter and protect herself. And there's something here about everybody telling her, you know, he's going to go file for custody, so you need to hurry up and, you know, do that too, so that way he can't blindside you and take the kid away. So she's acting off of emotion, and everybody else riling her up right now. And there's something here that she's gonna figure out that other people around her and Zayn, not Zayn or her, but other people around them, weren't being as honest about what happened. But right now she's just going off of emotion, fear, not really thinking clearly is what Spirit's saying, and making moves based off of that. And once the dust settles, she's going to be really upset that she let everybody else get in the middle and cause all kinds of commotion for her. And she's going to want to try to work things out with Zayn again. He's not going to just take her right back immediately, because it does feel like he's going to push her in a direction where she is going to have to choose to separate herself from her mother and put her foot down with her mom a lot more if they're going to try again. And so that's going to be really hard for her, but I don't feel her completely cutting Yolanda out, but I do feel her putting her foot down, and there being a whole lot of, your mom's not allowed at our house and she has to go somewhere. If you want to see her, you can go see her at her house, but I don't want her around me, you know, kind of things where Gigi's going to have to separate her relationships, at least for a while, but they're going to get back together and have another kid. That's her plan. So they're not completely done with each other for now, guys. Anyways, I am going to go ahead and end that here. I will talk about Yolanda more over on my Patreon. That will be up this weekend. You guys will probably be viewing this weekend on YouTube, so you know, I don't know if I'll have the second part up on Patreon or not by then. Hopefully I will. I love you guys so much, and I hope everybody has an amazing day. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all of the things. And if you want to book your own reading with me, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my backup channel or my Patreon. All that will be in the description box below.